Hello everyone and welcome to Lawyer's Case Files. My name is Joy Phillips. On today's episode, we will be talking about the kidnap and murder of Miss Iniobong Umoren in Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. Before we continue, I just want to put out this disclaimer. We do not mean any disrespect to any of the victims we talk about in these cases. These stories are simply for educational purposes and to create awareness. That being said, let's get into today's case. "26-year-old Iniobong Umoren was born on April 16, 1995 to the family of late Mr. Ephraim Umoren of Etan, Ikot Esien, in Oruk, Anang local government of Akwa Ibom State. She attended Cardinal Ekanan Nursery and Primary School, Stella Maris Secondary School, Ikot Esien, in Ukanafu local government of Akwa Ibom State, and later Southern Annan Comprehensive Secondary School, Ikot Okoro, where she obtained her SSCE. Around the year 2020, she bagged a Bachelor of Arts degree in philosophy from the University of Uyo in Akwa Ibom State, where she graduated with a second-class upper division, maintaining an average GPA of 4.12. Her faculty members, classmates, lecturers, and everyone who encountered her at University of Uyo described her as being hardworking, intelligent, smart, honest, and very independent. Her elder brother, Mr. Ukeme Umoren, described Iniobong as being very hardworking, lamenting that having lost both their parents while they were in secondary school, they all had to work extra hard and struggled on their own all the way to university. On April 27, 2021, Iniobong, while waiting for her call-up to the National Youth Service Program, posted on her Twitter handle that she needed a job, appealing to all her friends and anyone who had any kind of job to contact her. In response to her post, Mr. Uduak Akpan responded to Iniobong and informed her that he had a job position for her as a secretary in a company around Airport Road, Uyo. Both of them agreed that the interview for the job will hold on April 29, 2021 at the premises of the company, somewhere along Airport Road, Uyo in Akwa Ibom State. According to Umar Uduak, a very close friend of Iniobong, who first broke the news of her disappearance on the internet, Iniobong had earlier told her about her scheduled job interview for April 29, 2021. She, however, said that problems started when Iniobong, who was supposed to be attending the job interview, sent her a 1-second voice recording. Immediately suspecting that her friend was in trouble, she called her back but could only hear her screaming in the background. She said a subsequent effort to get back in contact with her friend after this was unsuccessful. This made her suspicious, and after several more attempts to get in touch with her friend failed, she made the popular post on Twitter expressing her fears over her friend's whereabouts and safety. Following public outcry over the missing girl's whereabouts on the internet, police initial investigation revealed that a certain Uduak Akpan was the person who responded to Iniobong's first post on her Twitter seeking for a job. Police initial investigation, as well as those of Iniobong's friends on the internet, had revealed that Mr. Uduak Akpan, also a native of Akwa Ibom State, had answered Iniobong's initial job post on the internet, offering her a position as a secretary in her company and inviting her for an interview in the outskirts of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, along Airport Road. Initial reports say that when Mr. Uduak Akpan was contacted on his involvement with Iniobong, he denied meeting up with her for the job interview and knowing her whereabouts, and quickly deleted their chat and his online Twitter account through which he answered her job ad and invited her for the interview. But his efforts to cover his own trail was both too little and too late, as members of the Akwa Ibom State Police Command were able to trace him down to his family house. On April 30th, 2021, on further search of his father's compound, police discovered the missing body of the 26-year-old Iniobong, buried somewhere in a shallow grave in an uncompleted building within the compound. Following this discovery, police immediately arrested Mr. Frank Akpan, father of the 20-year-old Uduak Akpan, who was immediately suspected to be the perpetrator of this crime, under the suspicion that he was at least aware of the crime committed in his compound. Following police interrogations of Mr. Frank Akpan and an intense manhunt by the police, his son, Mr. Uduak Akpan, was arrested in Calabar, Cross River State. Arrested with him was one Miss Anwambasi Akpan, sister of the fugitive, under the suspicion that she was at least aware of the crime committed and was trying to assist the brother after the fact. In early May 2021, the body of the deceased Miss Iniobong was taken to University of Uyo Teaching Hospital for autopsy, where it was confirmed that this was indeed a homicide, as the deceased job seeker had died as a result of trauma to her abdomen and head area. On May 14, 2021, the body of Miss Iniobong Umoren was laid to rest in her hometown of Nnong Etan in Orok local government area of Akwa Ibom State, and hundreds of friends, family members, and well-wishers were in attendance. On his part, on May 14, 2021, Mr. Uduak Akpan, under police interrogation and parade, admitted his guilt and confessed that he had lured the deceased job seeker and philosophy graduate with promise of a job and eventually murdered her over a disagreement, as he alleged. According to him, in his initial confession to the police, he informed Miss Umoren after she had arrived for the job interview that there was no job, and that both the interview and promise for a job were all a hoax. He said that he then went on to propose the deceased job seeker, which she initially rejected but later accepted on the condition that he should wear a condom. He, however, claimed that problems started when he removed the condom in the middle of the act, and Miss Umoren started screaming and hit him with a stabilizer. According to him in his statement, in retaliation to Miss Umoren's attack, a struggle ensued, and he allegedly snatched the stabilizer from her and hit her on her head, which resulted in her death. On July 26, 2021, Mr. Uduak Akpan was arraigned before a state high court in Akwa Ibom State and slammed with triple charges of kidnap and murder of late Miss Umoren. The state prosecution team showed their interest to pursue a death penalty in this case. Initially, Mr. Akpan pleaded not guilty to the charge of rape of Miss Umoren, but pleaded guilty to the murder charge before Justice Basi Nkanang of the Akwa Ibom State High Court. Uduak's father, Mr. Frank Akpan, was also joined as a co-defendant in this case, charged with accessory after the fact of the murder of Miss Umoren. His sister, Miss Anwambasi Akpan, the third accused in this case, was charged with harboring her brother in her residence in Calabar in a bid to assist him escape justice. During court trial, the co-defendant, Mr. Frank Akpan, under cross-examination, stated that his son, Mr. Uduak Akpan, suffered from schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a serious mental condition which makes people affected interpret reality abnormally. On August 4, 2022, Justice Basi Nkanang of the Akwa Ibom State Judiciary found Mr. Uduak Akpan guilty of the murder of Miss Iniobong Umoren and sentenced him to death by hanging. The second and third defendant, Mr. Frank Akpan, accused father, and Miss Anwa Basi Akpan, accused sister, were both acquitted of their charges of accessory after the fact and aiding with intent to evade justice, respectively. That brings us to the end of today's case. I hope you learned something from this episode. By the way, what's your opinion on the judge's ruling in this case? Please feel free to share your opinions in the comment section below. Like and share this video with your friends, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.